Man, I got some questions for you. Are you ready to build that 750 plus credit score? Are you ready to change your life? Are you ready to take your credit score to the next level? If that's a yes, and I know it's a yes, stick around because I'm about to show you how to do it step by step by step. So with that being said, you already know what time it is. Let's get right into it. What's up, family? I'm back with another one. Hey, if you're new to the channel, welcome to the family. So in today's class, we're going to learn about building our credit profile so we can walk in any bank to get approved. We get that 5,000, 10,000, whatever we want when it comes to credit, we're going to get approved. So with that being said, go grab a pen, go get some paper, and gotta get you some Gatorade cup. Woo, cause it's going to be a good one. Wait, before we get into today's lesson, I got one good question for you. Have you joined the free Facebook group? If you haven't, you missing out on some good information, some valuable, plus it's a way for me to communicate with you because, it's hard for me to communicate in the comments on YouTube and to reply to everybody. However, I have a team, I have people to assist you when it comes to this free Facebook group, and you won't be scammed because now you can see the admin, now you see it's me and my team, my partner, and everybody else. So make sure you join, make sure you get into the free Facebook group. I'm going to be giving out prizes, we're going to be giving out money, we're going to be able to do a lot of good stuff. We're going to go to the YouTube channel, we're going to go to the Facebook group, we're going to blow this thing up. So make sure you join the free Facebook group. If you have any questions, you can post them or whatever it comes to credit or anything. Hey, I'm here to help you on this journey. So credit is life, and I want to see your success. I want to see everything when it comes to this credit. So make sure you join, make sure you sign up, and I appreciate the love, the support, and make sure you hit the like button and subscribe. All right, let's get into the lesson. Hey, welcome to today's lesson. I'm so excited. I'm gonna help y'all build this 750 plus credit score to be able to get whatever y'all want when it comes to house, car, funding for your business. Hey, whatever you want, you can have it. All you gotta do is just build your credit profile and go to the banks and get what you want, right? I made different videos on what banks to go to and stuff like that. However, hey, it's time, it's building season. We gotta build our credit up as we're removing these negative items. So let's build our credit profile up. So when we go to these banks, we get approved without no hesitation, right? They be like, all right, Mr. Cousins or Mr. whoever your name is, family members, we're gonna get you this money. So first things first, I know I talk about this a lot. However, you wanna make sure you're looking at a credit profile. Well, right now I have Credit Karma because I know everybody has Credit Karma. It's free, and you're gonna be able to look at your Credit Karma and see what I gotta do. However, the first thing that in order to get a 750 plus credit score, you have to look at your credit report, right? We already talked about removing negative items. We already talked about how to clean up our personal information, how to freeze the snitches, how to set the credit bureaus up. We talked all that information, right? How to detach everything because this and that, right? We already talked about the end of mind, getting clear on what we really want. We talked about the whole process, right? The KO method and knocking these things off, the whole thing. But in order to get a 750 plus credit score, our credit profile has to be built up correctly in order to get approved for whatever we want, because the credit score matters, right? When it comes to interest rates and things like that. However, if your profile is not built out correctly, then most of the times, the bank lenders won't give you what you really want. So you got to build it up. The more accounts you have on your credit profile, the better. And I'm going to be talking about probably like 10 different accounts to help you boost your credit score. If you don't have no accounts at all, I'm going to be talking about that. But first things first, what you want to do is pay attention to what's really going on. So look at Credit Karma. If you don't have it, it's free. You can go download it. However, in the meantime, you also want to be checking your credit profile as well, managing that. So I have a link in the description. Go ahead and get your credit report as well so you can see all three, because Credit Karma only shows you two. Remember that. So the first things first, payment history, right? Pay attention to your payment history. Make sure everything's set up. Make sure everything's set up on automatic payments, right? So we don't want to miss no payments, because if we miss a payment, then it's going to tank our credit score. So pay attention to the payment history. Make sure, I'm just setting some habits for y'all so y'all can create the discipline and be able to sustain the 750 plus credit score and not drop lower than the 750 at all. So payment history, set up everything to come out automatically, right? Utilization, practice some best habits. You want to keep your utilization below 10%, right? 10% or lower. Keep it at 0% if you can, but we know if you gotta use your credit cards or whatever, you want to keep it below 10%. That means if you have a $1,000 limit or a $5,000 limit, you want to keep it below $500, right? 10% of your credit cards, right? Of your limit. Derogatory marks. Now, I have plenty of videos showing you how to knock these things off, right? Whether that's a collection, student loan, charge off, repossession, bankruptcy, anything eviction, anything that's holding your credit score back, any derogatory marks. Even if you have a credit card that have and it's open and have multiple late payments, you want to remove it off your credit profile. So in order to build a 750 plus credit score, you got to remove these things, right? Credit age. Now, your credit age is very important because when it comes to applying for things, banks look at that. But if you're in the process of building, it's going to impact it a little. I mean, it's going to impact it. However, 5, 10 years, 20 years from now, your credit age is going to be like through the roof because you've been building credit since you was 20, 18, whatever, how old you are, you've been building your credit up. So you can go get whatever you want when it comes to that. Now, the next thing is total accounts, right? So total account is credit mix. Now you want to have a mix of credit. And the reason why you want to have a mix of credit, I'm gonna go over like 10 different accounts that help you build up your total, your mix of credit, because you want to have revolving accounts and you want to have installment accounts, right? So when a lender looks at your credit profile or anybody looks at your credit profile and they're trying to approve you based off of your credit profile, now you look attractive because now you have accounts that are in good standing. You have revolving accounts, $5,000, $10,000, $3,000, $4,000 limits, and you have installment accounts you've been paying on time, been paid off and closed in good standings and stuff like that. So make sure you have a mix of accounts. I'm going to be talking about that in a second as well. And then hard inquiries, if you're depending on what you're trying to do, but it's okay to have 2 or 3 hard inquiries, but if it's attached to a credit card, you don't want to mess with a hard inquiry. However, you want to remove these hard inquiries because you don't want to look thirsty when it comes to actually applying for credit. So in the last 3 to 6 months, depending on what you're trying to do, don't be applying now. But if you're trying to get some funding for your business, that's a whole different scenario. I'll talk about that on another video. However, it all depends on what you're trying to do. That's why you need to join my free Facebook group. So if you have any questions when it comes to credit, when it comes to business credit, when it comes to anything credit related, you want to be able to ask that. And me and my partner give you the best answers that we know and that we've been through. Because a lot of people tell y'all, but they never been through the process. They never been through the experience. They just tell you off of theory, but we've been through a lot. So I have a lot of information. But if you ask the question, then it'll trigger what happened or my experience, and I'll give you everything I know about credit. So pay attention to this as well. Now, when it comes to building credit, you want to have probably 10 plus accounts, right? If you can, start reflecting on your credit profile. What I mean 10 plus accounts is if you don't have any credit or if you don't have any good standing accounts, you want to start building up to 10 plus or more. And you want to have revolving accounts and installment accounts. Now, if you already have a car loan, most people already have a car loan. Most people have student loans. So if you already have 2 or 3, now you're good. Now you need about 7 more accounts, right? However, the best accounts you want to get are through the credit union or through a bank and build that relationship. First, I'll talk about creating that relationship. However, if you don't have time or if you're in like check systems or anything and you can't build the relationship with the bank right now, here's a few places you can go to right now. One of the places you want to go to is Tomo Credit Card. I'll have the list in the description, but Tomo Credit Card, Credit Strong, Self, I'm trying to think off the top of my head, Grow Credit, Ava Credit, Rent Reporters, Rental Karma, Boom Pay, Credit My Rent, and I think that's about it. Like, I just gave you about a list of like 10 accounts. I'm gonna list all of them. So these are the places you can go to that can help you start building your credit if they don't do a credit check as well. So if you need places to help you build your credit, go to those places. Go to those different accounts, start building your credit. And I hope this helps you out. But make sure you join my Facebook group, right? So you can ask anything when it comes to credit. The link is going to be in the description. And if you have any concerns, drop them in the comments. But make sure, and you share this out to everybody. Make sure I appreciate the love. I appreciate the support. So make sure you join the group, and I'll see y'all in the next class.